talking designs all morning,
Yes.
and someone's been sketching designs
Sorry.
all morning. That's not true, but for a good part of it.
Been thinking about it since I got in the shower, though.
Yeah. So we're probably going to be sharing a new design that you worked on like over last week.
Yes.
Which is super exciting.
It is.
It's probably about 90% there.
Yeah, I wanna. It's hard because I feel like I can't decide if I've been staring at it for too long.
I think the answer to that is yes.
That's probably accurate. Or if something needs to change. But I'd love to hear what you guys think. Should we get into that, or is there other stuff we want to talk about first?
No, I have no plans.
Fantastic.
So
yeah. So we're gonna So we're gonna go over the new back design.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get it in a second. So we've talked a lot about bringing back the Veda bag and redoing her. So that is what I worked on.
We were hoping that this fall we would launch that, but a lot of stuff happened, so we didn't.
Yeah. So let me grab it and we'll talk about it. So I feel like the first thing to note is this is going to be.
This is a prototype.
Yeah, it's definitely a prototype. It will be the only bag that we would have in the collection that is turned inside out.
So one of the thoughts with this is we kind of moved our collections around. We have the bridal collection, we have the lined collection, which is formerly the milled collection.
Right.
But we want to bring back the milled collection in a different way, as a single layer milled.
Yes.
And this bag, in my mind, would be the first one to launch in that way.
Yes.
So we'll have 3 collections, and they'll be slightly different.
Yeah.
Or
they'll be priced
pretty different. And priced differently.
Yeah.
But
okay, here she is.
Show it up close.
Yes.
Because you can't see it.
Well, I'm sure it's
if you were with us, the Veda bag came out in like 2018, maybe 19.
I have no idea.
So.
Okay. She has brass feet on the bottom. She's milled, so she's that soft, pebbled texture. So it's got this turn lock closure that makes this like belting, cinching scenario happen. It's got a crossbody strap that can be adjusted so you can make it really short or really long.
The old version.
Yeah, let's talk.
The 2018 version was a shoulder bag.
Yeah, it was just a shoulder bag, and it had these 2 tassels coming from where the shoulder bags straps attached.
Yeah, so on the front and back, there were basically 2 holes, and then a strap went through there.
Yeah, and so where the straps came out were these 2 tassels that hung down. So originally,
hence the tassel bag.
Yes, originally when I designed this, it didn't have this, and then I sent a picture of it to my mom, who has the original Veda bag, and she's like, I miss the tassels though. I love the bag, but I miss the tassels. So, and then we were chatting with a good friend of ours who also makes bags, and she was like, well, what if you added just a little tassel kind of like charm that could be taken on or off to kind of break it up. The other thing is like my sketch that I originally did of this redesign was much squatter.
Yeah, so we're considering a couple things. This, like we said, this is the prototype, so there's a couple things we're still trying to work out.
Yeah.
Like you were just saying, your image, the picture you drew, was like.
Yeah, she was.
It had slightly different proportions,
right.
So we're trying to make sure that those
like
make sense. Or do we need to change it?
Right. The other thing is. Sorry, he's looking at my sketches. The other thing is, so I took the original pattern that I used. We saved it.
Oh, and so for the.
What is that?
What happened there?
You put a filter on.
How?
I don't know. You do it every time.
Fix it. Anyway. How did I do it? Okay. That was so weird.
That was bizarre.
I can't touch the phone anymore.
No.
Anyway, so for the very first time, I was able to film part of the process. She hated it.
Yes.
Because
So
it's like, you know,
here's the thing.
it's stressful to try to be creative and
In
to
front of a
figure things
camera.
out on camera.
Yes. So typically, Nick is filming me while I'm just making, like,
stuff.
just
This is sewing
putting
machine
it
action.
together. And like, I can do that, even though that also does get annoying sometimes. I can do that all day. Where is my sketch?
Was it even in that book?
Yeah, there it is. I don't have to like think. I'm not like problem solving when I'm just like making the stuff.
And I think it's interesting to see the problem solving
It
happen.
is, I know it is, but it is frustrating to have somebody like
You have to
in
ignore
your
it.
face. Yes, but it is very hard to do because like
I'm not saying
literally
it's easy to ignore. I would hate it.
when I typically design, I make Nick go upstairs.
Yeah, I gotta hide.
And I have to be in silence. I can't usually even listen to anything.
That's unusual because that's how I typically am.
And then I talk to myself out loud. That's what happens. That's how I really do it.
And then I try to respond to the talking out loud.
No.
And that doesn't
You're
work.
not typically down here.
I know, but I would try to talk to you about
Yes, and I would be like, I'm not talking to you. So it was
it. Just not
hard.
talking to me.
And I tried to listen to stuff to like try to ignore you better.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then I couldn't think.
Yeah.
And that was frustrating.
But we have about an hour and a half
It's
of
a long video.
footage.
Yes.
So, and the way I kind of film stuff, I don't have a lot of extra, so like it's gonna probably be over an hour long.
It's like a full length
But
film.
it's from, it is kind of like a film, a full length film. So it's from the patterning
Yes.
to like pattern updates and then the prototype design aspect.
Yeah, and
So
so
where we are now
right.
so far.
And I know that is something that a lot of you guys have asked for in the past. You want to see the patterning and the designing, and I get it because it is cool, it is interesting.
Well, let's talk about that just really quick. So I think people really get hung up on like numbers and math for patterns, where
Oh yeah.
that's never like the starting place.
It's also not my strong suit.
No, it's not. I think if you just like if you have a visual idea of what you think it should be, like you could start there. So like if you're just like it should be like this big, measure that, and you have like 10 inches across or whatever. Like that could be a good starting point. Add seam allowance to it, that kind of thing.
And typically when I design, it's like I can get to a certain point
Bring on the long form video.
and then to figure out, I think you can't see the comments. Oh, there you go. I'll get to a certain point and then I just have to physically start making it to figure out the rest of the how does it work or like how big does this need to be. For instance, like if I'm doing a bag like let's say like the mini Bowery or whatever, I'll probably purposefully make that gusset too tall so that I can then put it on there and figure out, okay, now how much of this do I need to cut off for it to be at the right spot.
A good way to think about it is the pattern is the end result. It's like not, you don't always have it 100% done when you're starting your prototype, like she was just saying. So like you can't expect it to be patterned perfectly, then you make it. Like it's a process to get to that point.
Yeah, and so a really good way to illustrate that too is with this bag. You guys can't see it because it's cinched up like this. There's extra 2 holes in here. Can you guys see them? Boop, boop. Because on the pattern, I punch the holes out straight across, but when you cinch the bag up, the holes are really going in like this. So like, in order for it to all line up, I actually had to scooch those holes up a little bit. So there's just things that you don't anticipate. I mean, I'm sure someone smarter than me maybe could anticipate that, but yeah, there are just certain things you don't anticipate until you actually put the bag together. And there are certain things I already knew about this bag in the sense of like, I've made a version of it before when we did the Veda bag originally, but
that's also a reason to wait a little bit before you get any dies made because there will be tweaks. Like after the first batch is made, we'll probably have ideas on how to tweak those dies to make it better also, or different, I should say.
So I would love to hear what you guys think about this. So this would be the Veda bag. Again, this is the only bag in the collection that I turned inside out. It's fully belted.
Which is in the long form video. As
It's got 2 front pockets here. The only other change is we're gonna have the logo embossed in this bottom corner. And then we're gonna add a little trigger clip inside to like close it a little bit better.
I think someone asked a question and it went away. Iteration is part of the creative process. Yes.
Yeah.
So I think one thing that we learned, I kind of always go back to art school a little bit. When you're like copying like masters paintings, like, you kind of, I think people would wrongly assume that like you just kind of started there, but like that's a lifetime of work to get to that point. And you have to break it up into chunks so that you can move it forward. Someone definitely asked something and it went away.
Over here?
I think so.
Is it over there?
Hello?
Hello? Question?
Oh, there. I love the bag design. There seems to be a lot of space on the inside. The color is also very pretty.
Thank you. So where did it go? It was just rolled in there? That was weird. Yeah, there is a lot of space in this. You could fit a lot of stuff in this bag.
Which is unusual.
Yeah. You could fit a lot inside there. Like I said, there'll be a clip here or something. We were also talking about possibly like a little magnet or something. There'll be something here to close this up just a little bit, with the idea of it just like not like opening up, but because it's cinched with the belt, you know, and when you actually wear it against your body and because it's soft, it really does just kind of close up naturally.
We are considering, so the logo currently is on the inside pocket. We're considering moving that actually to the front of the bag. For a couple of reasons. Because if we do the clasp on the inside, that'll go centered on the pocket on the back and front panel. So that kind of just changes things up a little bit.
Beautiful bag. Curious as to why the original design was retired. So that's because we started off doing fully just bridal, smooth, leather.
Started off in harness.
Oh yeah. And then
moved to bridal.
Yeah. And then we brought milled in. Then we decided we didn't want to do milled anymore. So this bag is milled. It's turned inside out. I could make this bag in bridal and turn it inside out. It would be terrible to do. And it would probably ruin, like, you would get so much weird pull up from doing that. It would ruin the bag. So we had dropped milled out of our collection for a while, and then we brought it back. So now with the fact that we know it's back, I was like, oh, maybe we should bring the Veda bag back because, you know, I really did like that bag.
I think a couple, like back then, so this was a long time ago for us. I think back then, there's a couple things. It added one additional leather per colorway. I also don't think we had the exact ounce really worked out the way we do now, or like full understanding.
Yeah,
of
I
that.
agree with that.
And we had 3 colors, I think, back then. So I think we dropped it. I'm trying to remember what came right, if anything came right after it. It was like, it's hard to like remember.
I don't know. And then the other thing is like,
I think a magnet with a flap would be nice. Yeah. That was part of our conversation.
Yeah.
As in a small flap on the inside. Yeah, exactly.
The other thing is like, so, once I did this, I didn't anticipate how I would attach. Well, there was a couple things. I had to figure out like how big the belt needed to be in order to cinch the bag enough. So there's that, and I couldn't.
You can only go so far in with how it
cinches up. Yeah, but like, so I had to kind of make the bag in a certain order that I wouldn't actually do now. So for instance, like, I did this running stitch here because I wanted to have this attached to the bag so that it's not like moving around and like gapping or anything like that. But I had to do it after I'd already figured out how long it had to be, which the bag had to be assembled in order to do that. So the stitch right now is going through the backside of this pocket here.
Well, which won't happen on the next
which
one.
We wouldn't do that. Yeah, I would have done that at the beginning so that the pocket would cover that stitch line up.
Hey neighbors, what's up, Lance?
Hey, haven't seen you in a while.
Still doing this thing.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing I would change is I'm probably gonna rivet the strap in place. I hand stitched it this time just because I want to see how it would be. But one, it takes much longer than you think it will take, and two, it like leaves this doing this, and well, you guys can't probably see that.
I'm just staring.
It's like I don't like that. But if I rivet it, it's not gonna do that.
So we're like 85% there. There's some details we got to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having well, we were just having a conversation earlier about
making sure it still feels like a bag that we made.
Yeah, because it's so funny.
Is it a departure from what's in the collection currently in a way that's like too far, or
right.
is it?
Does it feel like us?
Yeah, I think that's the best way to put it.
Yeah, that is one.
Lance says beautiful, so
thanks,
it's got to go into production.
So I have to say that when we made the Ainsley bag, can you grab that? The second that we made this, I was like, yes.
Not true.
What?
Because you had the other prototype.
I know I did.
But the second that one was made.
You know why I did that prototype?
Why?
Because you told me to.
The second one?
You wanted it to look that way, so I did it. I had a sketch that looked like this, and you weren't convinced of it, and I was like, well, I'm going to make both, and let's figure it out. And then once I made this one, and we put it on the wall, we're like, yep, 100%. Yeah. Because it felt like us, and the second I saw it up there, I was like, it's us, it fits in there. It had probably, maybe the other direction. But like this felt like us.
It did.
And it still does. I'm really happy with this bag. And for this one, I'm like, does it feel like us? Or does it feel like it can be somebody else's bag? And I think that's the part that I'm struggling with.
That's the question though, because like the little tab, like the tab is new. That's a new addition, like design language wise. Like on this one, on the
inside. Yes.
So the other one.
Yeah, so that was the sketch there.
Yeah. Because that one's more like a briefcase style, is what I'm going to call it.
And when I originally designed it, my thought was like, oh, this could be a briefcase. If you made it big enough, you could easily fit a laptop in it because the way the gusset is made, you can fit a lot of stuff in there.
So you're kind of going through like functionality, where you're pushing your design, and also your capabilities of what you can make. It's such a... You got told. It's true. I'm not always right.
No, neither am I. And the reason I made it this big was because you didn't want me to make a real big one for the first.
No, I definitely did not. Well, so here's the issue I have with the larger bags is that they just get heavy quick.
They do, and I agree with that.
It's like, to me, or maybe I just haven't seen the single layer milled might open up possibilities in that way for us.
I agree, yeah.
But, yeah, I don't want a bag to be like 10 pounds lugging it around, because you're going to put something heavy in it.
Especially like a laptop would make it really heavy.
So from that side, it has to be functional.
No, I agree.
Anyway. Let's see. Beautiful. Did you burnish or treat the inside of the button stud holes at all?
Button stud holes. These?
So like here?
No, I just punched them.
No, they're punched. That would require...
I don't know. Yeah. Can you see them? Just punched them.
How would you do that?
My hair is in there. Sorry about that. Yeah, they're just punched.
That would be very time consuming. And I don't even know how you would, if you'd have to get like a special, really thin burnishing apparatus.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure I could do that.
Interesting question.
Yeah.
Oops. The joys of design and testing. Yeah.
Get them off.
Yep.
So yeah, what do you guys think? Does this feel like us? Am I crazy? Have I been looking at it for too long? Does it need to get shorter?
I think you've been looking at it for too long.
Yeah.
Which is part of it. We also, usually you said this the other day, usually we're launching a bag pretty soon after it's made. Like this
Yes.
And this is like some runway. This is some time. Because
Yeah.
this will be for like the springtime if this comes out.
Yeah.
At the very earliest, like next year. So we don't usually have a ton of time. So we don't want to also then overthink the design parts.
Mm-hmm.
With
Yeah,
that
like
time.
part of me is like, oh, this is nice. I have time to like edit it how I want to. But then also, like you said, you can like
It
stare
just
at it for
run
too
away
long.
again.
What went away? It's on here then. Someone said, the punch does a bit of burnishing when it punches. Yep.
Oh, that's fair.
That's why the cut ends of leather come out so shiny. Yep.
That's a good point.
That's such a good point. It really does, because I'm like, it doesn't need to be burnished. It looks nice the way it is. I'm never no one's surprised that. Love what you guys do. Incredible color on that bag. Thanks. This is our burgundy.
And this was an
Milk.
especially nice
It
side.
looks slightly lighter, I feel like, on here.
On camera?
Yeah, do you feel that way?
Maybe a little bit.
Just a tiny bit.
It's interesting that both colors, like this
Yeah,
is cooler,
and
this
that's
is warmer.
I feel like this one is slightly more realistic in my head, but I have no idea.
Okay. 100% H&H.
Okay, that feels.
It's so easy to overthink it.
I think shorter can be beneficial to those that are not tall
Do you know how
as an
tall she is?
additional option. I'm only 4'10".
It keeps getting smaller.
Me? Well, last time I was at the doctor, that's what they told me. I swear to God, someone told me once I was 4'10" and a half. This
That
lady
happens,
didn't
really
give me
doing
the
all
half.
the work.
And I was like, she's like, are you shrinking? I'm like,
Not yet.
can we not?
The gussets are clean. Cool. The bottom two pieces would look nice in nubuck, and you would alter colors.
I'm not sure I understand the bottom two pieces. Oh, the pockets.
Yeah.
We did talk about.
We did talk about like a contrast.
Yeah.
Or a different idea there.
Bringing in
Sweet.
bridle.
Oh yeah.
We talked about
right.
that.
That's in the video.
Well, because originally we were gonna have the belt be bridle,
Yeah,
and then I was like, if we do that, does this need to be bridle?
Leanne mocked up the closure and bridle,
Yeah.
and we tried it, and then
It
didn't work out.
didn't look good.
And then we're like, well, does it need to be bridle
Right.
to like tie it together? But the answer is no.
No, because once we put that belt in as bridle, it felt cheap for
Yeah.
some reason, which I don't know why, because bridle's not typically doesn't feel that way.
don't know.
But
Where did you learn to make purses?
we are fully self-taught.
Maybe I'll push this one. Huh? Nope. I wonder if it's like auto-moderated, because if you're asking questions...
Is it AI?
If you're asking questions on YouTube, it might have
But how'd you get it back?
I didn't get anything back.
How'd you get
I
the last
saw
one
it
back?
disappear. We didn't get it back. I don't know what the question was.
Oh, that's
It just
bummer.
disappeared. What's in the bag?
Nothing currently. Oh, maybe the interior. There's a pocket in there.
Someone just asked about seeing the inside.
So, well, you have to ignore first the logo because we are planning on embossing, not gold foiling it over here. And then also this stitch line won't be there. That was how
I don't
had
think
to.
they can even tell
Oh.
that on.
No, you can see it, and it looks silly. So, phone pocket and like a pencil pen slot.
And if the pocket is not in the way, you just see the bottom. And there's brass feet in there.
Those are fully smooth, though they're not gonna like scratch anything.
I put extra spikes on them.
Okay. I do feel like I could get away with making this belt shorter.
Do we see the Okay. Oops. We need men's leather goods.
Oh Lord.
What would you like to see?
Yeah, that's a great.
Because we haven't really thought about that.
In a long time.
In
When we
5
first
years.
started, we did have some men's
Hello from El Paso.
belts and wallets.
Yeah, we had like some very minimal men's stuff. I think the hard part, like we talked about this before, the hard part with men's stuff is like you're so limited as far as like design.
Yeah.
Like, how can I improve on like a card holder?
There are little things you can do, but it's just I find women's stuff a little bit more exciting because like we push.
The one thing I was
Stuff
thinking about this
further.
morning, because she was talking about a different design, and I had the idea of like a traveler kit for like summertime,
Like
like a dog kit and like maybe a card holder and like a keychain, I don't know, something, like a little bundle. That might make sense.
Bundle.
A mundle.
A mundle. I don't. That sounds very gross for some reason.
Don't get a mundle.
No.
So nice. I hope a bajillion people get one.
Thanks, me too.
How many hours does it take? That's a hard question because it's the design process. So like, this took about a week of like.
Yeah, but I had
removing.
also previously made a version of this bag. This is an update to a bag we did a long time ago. So the big panel and the gusset size was already done and worked out.
Although I don't feel this took you much longer than like normal.
I agree.
Like
if anything,
from
I'm saying
scratch.
it could have been faster.
Yeah. Okay. I agree.
Or it should have been faster.
Could have. Should have. Would have.
Should
Could
have.
have.
I don't know.
So 1 million hours. Not counting the things that happen in here.
Yeah, that happens
While she's doing
for a
it.
long time.
What thickness of leather in millimeters do you recommend working? So I don't remember
know
the mil conversion.
So in ounces,
Well, it
Like,
depends.
it depends on
what
the
you're
bag
making.
you're making. So like, so most of our bag, this is the only bag that we turn inside out. This is
So like
3.5.
1.5 mil might work for you if
This
you're
is-
making bags.
3.5 ounce.
Remember, oh, that's 2 layers.
That's
so.
2 layers.
Yeah, it's about 3.5.
Okay.
3
So-
to 3.5.
Milled 3.5, and that's a bag that we turn inside out. But bridal, which I would never turn inside out, we do 4.5.
To 5. But yeah, it's like you can go thinner for like wallets. You can go thicker for like heavy duty totes and like straps. It just depends on what you're making. Like a strap weight would be like 8 to like 14 ounces. 14. Yeah, it is. Do you ever sell your prototypes? We do.
Yeah.
They go up on pre-loved every once in a while.
Mhm.
And once we are done feeling emotionally attached to them.
Yes.
Like,
Sometimes I steal
like
them.
this is a prototype.
Yeah, that one I think will be sticking around.
Okay, see?
Well, we talked about that. I thought you were like,
I
we
know.
need to keep this one because I feel like.
Well, that's the other thing. We usually keep it until it feels like a little second nature to make it.
Yeah. Yep.
And then, because you can go back and look at it and be like, how did I do that?
Yeah, exactly.
If you need to. Oh, man. We use freedom units around here. Oh no. What are those? Support
like
your
the
local
French fry.
artisans. Jeez. Oh, I feel like I missed one. Oh. Do you do any hand sewing or is it all on the machine?
It is
And whose basement are you occupying?
ours. This is our basement.
Okay. Belts, wallets, and chaps.
And chaps. So almost every bag we do has some small bit of hand stitching in it, but the majority of the bag, like usually it's like 90% of the bag is done on the machine. Usually it's like, so on this bag, hand stitching, I hand stitch around these holes to get the handle in place, and there's similar things within the bag that get hand stitched. So like there's holes on either side here that get hand stitched and around here. Otherwise, everything else is done on the machine.
Are there any, if this goes away, there's like finishing hand stitching.
Oh yeah, I mean I hand wrap. So the only part on this, that was hand stitched was how I attached the strap. Nothing else was hand stitched on this.
H&H stop kit would be epic. We're bringing back the old catalog.
I guess.
Can we see the bag one more time? Sorry, just
Yeah.
went on. Oh yeah.
No worries.
We're bad at this. So ask questions. Tell us
Yes.
we're doing something wrong if we need it.
So this is our beta update.
The update.
So it's the same proportions as the original beta. It's belted now, and instead of the tassel plus 2 straps that made a shoulder strap, we now have a belted part. We used to have 3 pockets here, it's 2 pockets. We've got a little tassel knot. Also, this can come off. It's like you can, I made it
It's
so
a
that,
little charmy.
it's like a little charm that you can take off.
Absolutely love it.
So if you prefer no tassel on your bag.
Now I like that.
Shut up, that's what I just thought.
Really?
I was like, oh, that's interesting. What the hell?
We spent too
This
much time
bag
together.
is seriously confusing me. I don't know what her problem is.
I mean, it's not like you can't just send
You
it
know
with
what?
that and then people take it off.
I want to, okay, so then here's the thing. I made this little sketch. I want to see what you guys think. Now I have to find it again.
Beautiful! Exclamation point! Exclamation point!
Thanks. Oh, and now instead of it having 2, it had straps that came out here, and the straps had tassels on the end.
You know what? We need to just put it away somewhere so we can't look at it.
Yeah,
and then bring
take
it out in like a week.
I think that's a good
I
idea.
think that's what we're gonna do.
Okay, but so we got rid of the shoulder strap. We made it so that it's a crossbody strap. So this is just it at its very shortest length now, but it can be a crossbody bag. Let me find the sketch I did though.
Here we are. Do milled hides come with less imperfections? It depends more on like what grade you buy. So like there's standard, utility, special.
A lot of imperfections though kind of do disappear, I feel like, with the
As
milling.
far as okay, so blanket statement, I think yes.
Yeah.
Because the milling and the texture on top will hide like fly bites and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You can still see like
Quadrupeds.
still obviously veg tan. There's still obviously grain and stuff, but it's not. I mean, it's hide to hide. Like some hides come in with speckles on them. Some come in with brands. So like,
Just gonna show you guys how long this strap can get too.
let's go with yes. Love the color. Yeah. So it took us a minute to get the color for the milled correct.
So I'm short, that's why this looks weirdly long on me. But yeah. Oh yeah, let me find the sketch.
Where are you located, and is it difficult / easy to get supplies, leather / hardware? We're in the United States, Pennsylvania.
Right outside of Philly.
And I will say, since like in 2017 when we started, I don't know if it's just expanded or we just weren't familiar, but I feel like it's only gotten easier to
Yeah, I
get
agree.
supplies, leather, tools, machines, and options. There's like a ton of options now.
Or we just got like smarter and
Or
found
we
more
just
things.
Got
over
smarter.
time. Not smarter, but like.
But I don't think so, because like new stuff has just come out and like more things have become
There
available.
she is. Okay.
I saw what you did on the sewing foot by dipping it. Best thing ever. I copied it and works beautifully. Thank you. Yes.
Yay!
I'm glad it works.
Oh, that's so awesome to hear. So many people have such strong feelings about that video. Some people are like, "This will never work. You're ruining
You're
it."
an idiot.
Yeah.
It's possible.
I saw someone said it's too thick. I'm like, well, if it's too thick, then how come I can do it?
Yeah. Well,
But maybe they got a batch that was bad and it was thick. I don't know. Anyways.
well, we did. I mean, we brought the tension rod up a little. We also like we've changed the machine settings for what we need.
Yeah.
So like if you then don't go back and like change the things you need, then it's not gonna work for you.
Yeah. But either way, I'm glad it helped you. I am like it's so funny. We look back at bags that we did before we dipped the foot and you can see the presser foot marks and it's like, ugh. But now I see, and now I look at our bags like, oh, it's so clean. You don't see that marking anymore. It didn't bother me though at the time.
It bothered me the whole time, but
yeah.
every time I brought it up, it was just like, that's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't bug me.
and and I couldn't figure out how to fix it.
Was that the real problem?
No, it didn't bug me.
Okay.
It
See,
didn't.
no.
Like, I was like, if it was gone, that'd be great. But I'm like, nah, it's still fine.
Like as you wore it, it kind of got less, but
Yeah, it did.
this is definitely
So much
better.
better. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys the original like sketches and the one that I really like. And this is what. Okay, so so there's gonna be literally like an hour-long YouTube video of me from start to finish designing and making this bag and how I patterned it and everything.
And then like part of like kind of like this, like our conversation around those decisions.
Yes,
because
why
you guys
we-
seem to want to hear that.
Yeah. So it's gonna be cool. But one thing I'm gonna talk to you guys about right now is like this is the original, like I said, proportions size of the original Veda bag, except that she had another pocket over here, and then she didn't have a belt, and the straps had these long tassels that came in front. But where this, so the other change we did is the pocket went straight across, like this. And here we added this nice little curve to it just to kind of like make it feel nice and round.
And update it, like I think.
Yeah, and update it. It mimics the interior pockets that we've been doing. But in doing that, it kind of like opened up her face a little bit, meaning like the proportion in this space became bigger because this was going straight across before. You can see that that would like really change it if it came across straight. So I keep looking at it and I'm like, she's missing, like something isn't working there. And then the sketch that I did, so these are all the sketches that I did. So hard to show you both. This one is my favorite, and she's a little more squat, and the proportion from the top of the pocket to the belt is much shorter. So hard to do this. In my little quick sketch than it is on the bag. So that's why I'm like, if I like this, should I be making the bag much shorter?
But interestingly, when you wear it,
but when I put it on,
It
it doesn't look.
doesn't look tall, I guess. Like
Yeah.
taller.
Yeah, but then when I see it sitting on a table, I'm like, oh, is it too tall?
So like if it was like just a little bit.
Yeah, that's actually kind of a good way. Plus, like, this would just be closer to the pocket.
Yeah.
My mom was like, don't make it shorter. And I think because she really loves that you can fit a lot in there. If I was gonna make it shorter, it would be 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch shorter, because that's the proportionately to the sketch. I feel like that it would get you there. But
yeah,
what do you guys think? Does it need to get shorter? Am I insane? Have we been looking at this too long?
A lot of questions. What is your design book? What kind of book do you have?
Oh, Soho Urban Artist Sketch
I
Craft.
feel like it's from Dick Blick.
Probably. Because that's the only art store anymore, besides Michael's. There used to be so many.
I don't know, Michael.
Who is Michael?
I would imagine you get better yield with milled hides. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, my local Tandy just closed. Wow. I only got to go there once since I moved here. Interesting.
Wow.
I mean, I don't feel like there's a lot of those stores around. There's
No,
one like
there
an
is
hour
one.
from us. And then there's one an hour the other way. Let's see. So, what is, oops. Okay. Did you play McDonald's Monopoly? Is there a new game? Or are you talking about like when it
First came out?
came out? Because we did.
I mean, everyone did, right?
That was like,
I don't eat at McDonald's anymore, but when I was a child, obviously.
that was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was a very big deal.
Get out of here.
With the design of your straps, do they lengthen on their own?
Mm-mm.
The heavier the bag gets with the items you put in it.
Great
So,
question. There's button studs.
yeah, there's studs.
So there's a button stud over here, and there's a button stud over here. So you just are putting the button studs in there, and then it can't move. Like, I can't adjust here. I can do this. I'll make it a little longer so you
I
can.
just ordered the piping / welt feet
Oh,
for the Cobra.
cool.
Super
I
excited.
saw someone using the piping foot on, I don't think it was a Cobra, but it was some other, industrial cylinder arm, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's cool.
R.I.P. North Florida Tandy. Hopefully the one 10 minutes away from me in South Florida stays put. Love that.
So here like when I do this, it's gonna look silly because you don't wear a bag like that. It goes like this. But
I like it how it is, but I also like a little asymmetry.
Who said that? Who said that? Okay.
Individual.
So yeah, the button studs make it so.
I would like
You could-
both sides perfect as it is. We're a little behind, sorry.
Oh, because I was asking if I should make it shorter.
I would like both sizes, so you're making a small one.
Little baby. That'd be cute.
Windmaker, Skinner American Goods just moved to Orlando. Where are you? Sunhouse, question mark. Love them. They flex the piping feet. Made me buy it.
Oh, they do. Yeah,
Sunhouse.
it looks so good when Sunhouse does that. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Do you have a bell skiver? That would be my question. Because in my mind, I'm like, in order to use that, I would have to have a bell
Got
skiver.
it. On your Domestika course, I took. It didn't have the button studs. That's correct. Yes. So the button studs were a later addition.
We added it later. Yeah, because that is kind of what would happen. So what we did was there were no button studs, and we would make these loops super tight so that it was hard to move. And it worked for a while, but then once you wore it for a longer period of time,
It stretched.
it stretched. And that's when we added the button studs. Mm-hmm.
Got one on Facebook Marketplace.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Can you read that? I don't remember what entiendo means.
Entiendo. No entiendo nada. Haha. Speak Spanish, but.
Cool. Thank you. I can't remember what I used to know what that word meant in high school. I apologize for our poor. I understand. Got it. Oh, right.
That makes sense.
I don't understand English. Got it. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Awesome. Let me know if you're up this way.
Oh, they're talking to each other.
I'll let you know.
But you'd be down that way, not up this way.
All right. I think where are we at? Time-wise, 42 minutes. Wow.
That's a long time. Well, they're doing
Is there anything else you want to go over?
Competitive crafters out there. Yeah.
You're
Sorry
doing
for
a great job.
hijacking
Keep
your.
up the good work. Lots of competitive crafters out
To
there.
make difference.
Yeah, I think there are. I think there's plenty. Just like any art, there's plenty of space in the world.
Yeah, for everybody.
For everyone.
Yeah.
Unless there isn't,
Like,
but there is.
Yeah. There is.
Yeah, I don't think there's very few things we don't share.
There's literally
think
one that I
there's
can
one
think
thing.
of, and that's it.
But like, what you do with it is going to be so different than what we do with it. And if you're just copying somebody else, then like that doesn't really help you.
No.
Like
And
in the end.
when we got started, it was very like nobody shared.
No.
And I
Well,
didn't
there's also
like
1,000 ways to do one thing. So.
Yeah. And so we didn't want to do that because I thought that's kind of lame.
It's kind of
It's kind of lame.
What would we even talk to you about then? We would just stare at you, and no one would come and talk to us.
Yeah. All right. Should we end this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let us know if you watch this later on in the comments what you think of the new bag.
Oh, I'm considering,
And-
so
oh.
whenever we have, like, we're going to try to clear off the bag wall. So if you want to get a bag for, I think, December, I might put them up then. I might put it up the end of November, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll figure it out. But like whatever we have, like I might put up on the site. I don't know.
I think end of November.
We'll figure that part
Yeah.
out.
But maybe we'll have some like ready to ship.
Yeah, well
basically.
that's what I'm trying to figure out how to do.
Mhm.
Cause like, if I put them up there as a number, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Let's see. H&H Florida trip.
Sounds good to me.
I love your openness and willingness to share. I've learned a lot from you both.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that.
We'll have to figure out also when we're gonna put the video up. You need to dedicate an hour and a half to like watching it.
Long video.
It's a long video. But it's funny. I was watching it. I'm like, this is interesting.
I have
Which is
not
funny
seen
to
it.
think about.
I don't know if I want to see it because
You don't
I'm.
have a choice. You're gonna have to watch it.
Why?
What do you mean why?
I did it. I don't need to relive it.
Can you tell me where you're getting your sewing machine thread from? Oh, that's a secret.
No, it's not.
No,
Buckle guy.
Yeah.
Dunmore. So Buckle Guy has Dunmore thread, and I love it. I won't let this go until they finally get one. They don't have a good olive green color. Otherwise,
that matches the color we want.
yes. Otherwise, they have other greens though that are very good. Otherwise, that's great thread. I love it. Works really well.
Yeah, the other thread we were using was just like a no name, and for the green specifically, or not the green specifically, the other colors there was like breakage that would happen. It was like brittle.
It's weird.
So it might have been like older because thread actually has a shelf life.
Yeah, it does.
So keep it clean. Don't let it get dusty and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.